Hey everyone, hey everyone. Sorry, I had to change the live link. Just give me a minute. I'm trying to give everybody the new code. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Sorry for the delay. Um, I had to make a new link for the live. I hope everybody can hear me. I'm just trying to send out the link to everyone who was waiting. Can everybody hear me? Good evening. Good evening. Sorry for the delay again. The link was not working, the original link. So I'm just sending everybody the new link. So just bear with me and then we'll get started. Um, how's everybody doing? Please put in the chat where you're from. Please put in the chat where you're from. Also, once again, sorry for the delay. We were supposed to start at 7 and I had to get a new link. But it's okay. We still got in. I'm still sending out the link to people. So just bear with me for a few more minutes. You from Florida? Hey, girl. Hey. Everybody who's coming in right now, thank you for coming in. We're a little behind on schedule, but I do appreciate you guys for having patience with me. We are dealing with a little bit of we're dealing with a little delay. So thank you guys for having patience and waiting. Um, we got Florida in the chat. We got New York in the chat. We got another Florida in the chat. Yes. Florida's definitely showing some love tonight. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. I'm still sending out the link to a lot of people who had the original link. The link has changed. So just give me a few more minutes and we'll get started. It's still going to be I-9 verifications. I know that it says notary tips. I had to basically start a new link fast and it took some time. So once again, thank you guys for your patience. Okay, everyone, I was just making sure that everybody got the new link. I'm going to continue sharing. Did anybody else come in? No, no, no. Um, while I'm waiting for more people to come in, I'm going to just have everything up and running. Somebody else just asked for the link. I'm going to give it one more minute and then we're going to begin. Okay, I'm just going to start beginning. Thank you, everybody, for your patience. Thank you for the delay. We had some tech issues earlier. Tell a friend that we had a little tech issues and we had to get a new link. Um, so we're just going to begin. And so far, we have New York in the chat, Florida in the chat. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. And sorry for my tardiness once again. We have some technical issues. Okay, so we're going to get into it. I don't want to hold you guys any much longer. Um, I do have my assistant sending out the link to people. So if you see a lot of people coming in late, it's because they got the link after. Just give me a minute, okay? Um, If you can see my screen, give me thumbs up in the chat that you can see my screen. Thumbs up in the chat if you can see my screen. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yes. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, we're going to begin. Like I said, I feel bad having you guys wait so late. So we're going to hop into it. Everybody, thank you for sharing your Saturday night with me today. Today, we're going to be talking about I-9 verifications, and we're going to go by step on how to complete it. So, sorry guys, 1 second. Making sure my assistant is staying on top of sending out the link. Okay, awesome. So we're going to get right into it. Boom. Course disclaimer, course disclaimer. I am not an attorney. I'm just a notary, like some of you guys here, and I'm just teaching you guys on top of my knowledge, my experience. So I am not giving you any legal advice. I'm giving you information that I have learned, I have implement along these years of being a notary. So this is what we're going to get through. Okay. So who am I? I am Tanisha Baptiste. I am your notary cousin. I have been a notary for over 5 years, and I have done a lot of different services that we offer within the notary public industry. I am a remote notary. I am a wedding officiant. I do field inspections. I do I-9 verifications. I do, I said fingerprints. I do some fingerprints, and we do loan signings. We can go on and on and on and on and on about what a notary can do, but these are just the basics of what I do to get the revenue goal that I want. So this is a little bit about me. Just wanted to share that. So now we're going to go into understanding I-9 verification. Also, let me go back to the chat, make sure I'm not losing you guys. Everybody can hear me. Can everybody hear me? I'm not losing nobody. I'm not talking too fast. If I'm talking too fast, please slow me down if I'm talking too fast. I tend to talk a little fast. Just let me know. Okay, everybody can hear me? Awesome. So we're going to go into understanding what is an I-9 verification. I know that in the once in our time, we have all filled out our I-9 verification form. We probably did it handwritten. We probably did electronically. And we had somebody walk us through to get it done, but we all filled it out because why? We all had a job and you had to fill this out. So we're definitely going to break down I-9 verifications, and we're going to go into how we can make some money off of this. So, what is an I-9 verification? An I-9 verification is basically, instead of reading word for word, it's basically employment eligible verification. It helps the government knows who you are, and they want to verify who you are about all of your documents. It can be a passport, it can be a driver's license, your social security card, All of those documents verify who you are. So that's the sum of what I put on this PowerPoint, but it basically verifies who you say you are. If you're saying you are Samantha Black, they want to see, oh, you really are Samantha Black. Is Samantha Black alive? This is Samantha's Black social. Because we do run into people who use other people's identity. It can be addresses, socials. So that's why we have to verify who they say they are. Okay, that's the whole purpose of an I-9 verification, is to verify who they are. But if you want the general term, it's United States Citizen and Immigration Services. That's what the abbreviation is for I-9 verification. Things need to complete the I-9. You don't need a lot of things, but you need the very important things. You need a valid identification, and you need to provide us with personal information as well. So, like I said, we're going to need your birth certificate, we're going to need your social, a passport. We need to know where you live at these last few years, who's hiring you. So, those are the things we're going to be needing to put on the application. What's the business address? Who's the manager? And then it's going to speed up the process. Because if we go to the appointment with you and we asking you, oh, what's the company that's hiring you? And you be like, I don't know. We're not going to be able to finish the appointment unless they hire us, like the company hire us and not you as a client. And we have all the information of what we need for the application. That's the only difference. But we definitely need all of your proper non-expired identifications. Did I lose anybody there? Let me check the chat. Everybody's good. Everybody's good. Okay. So, things to remember. Like I said, we try to not have no errors, and we always try to make that we have the requirement papers, right? So, if you make an error on an I-9 verification and you submit it, that person has to go to the Social Security office to fix the error. So, what we do is if you're going to do if you're doing a paper I-9, I always carry extra copies. So if somebody spells their name wrong or if somebody put their social wrong, I just shred it and I give them a new copy. Because anything wrong on here, the customer has to go to the Social Security office and they have to stand on that long line to get this fixed. So to avoid that, I bring extra copies if it's a paper I-9. If it's electronic I-9, I never hit next to the next page without them verifying with me as they holding their documents in their hand to verify the number is right, the address is right, the first and last name is right. Because these are important to have in the system because one, you don't want nobody to get your money, and two, you don't want nobody collecting your status of your job. So you want to make sure everything is right on top of not going to the Social Security office and standing on a 2 to 3 hour wait just to fix an application that took us 15 minutes to do together. So that's something that we have to fix and go over, triple check our work, not just double check, triple check your work. Okay. So that's something that you have to remember. Okay. And this is the requirement papers. Also, if you're doing a paper I-9, I'm going to tell you again, if you're doing a paper I-9, every paper I-9 has an expiration date in the corner. Oh, where's my camera? Yep. You see it over here? It has an expiration date in the corner. So this I-9 expiration date is May 31st, 2027. If you go to do an appointment and the expiration date on this document says it expires in 2021, 2024, that appointment does not count. If you try to submit those paperwork, so that customer will be going to the Social Security office because the papers are invalid. You have to always print out the updated version of the I-9, and it's up to you to always know when to print it out. Again, this one expires in 2027, which is next year. So the copies that I have are all good to the next year. After May of next year, I'll be printing out all the new ones. Okay. Is everybody good? Did I lose anybody? I don't want to go on without, I know everybody's good. Can I get thumbs in the chat if everybody's good? Everybody's good. Okay. Okay. Good job. Okay. So now we're going to go into the breakdown. I kind of talked a little bit about the breakdown, but we're going to go more into it. Okay. So this paper form that we are looking at right now, you see in the right corner, it says it expires July 31st, 2026. This is still good. That's the first thing we're going to look at when we're looking at I-9 verifications. We're always going to go straight across. We're not going to skip boxes. We're going to go straight across. So we know that this paper copy is good for us to take with us to the appointment because it expires to July 31st, right? Then we're going to go to the first section, which is section 1. Is going to be regular information. You're going to put the person's last name, first name, middle initial if they have one. If they don't have one, we leave it blank. If they go by any other name, we're going to put that there as well. They address, going straight across, they date of birth, and then they social. You put G2G. What's that? Oh, you was trying to say good. Oh, good. I gotta learn that. What's G2G? Um, and then we'll put their email and then their telephone number. Now, if also I'm gonna try to zoom in, see if I can, if you can zoom in. Yeah, I can zoom in for you guys. Um, oops, I think I zoomed in too much. Also, I wanted to tell you guys that underneath, if the person does not have a United States Social Security number, you are going to meet people who don't have a United States social. They may have a green card. They may be trying to get their citizenship. You won't check their United States citizen. You will either check depending on what they give you. A lot of them may have a permanent residency, so you'll check number 3, which is a lawful permanent residency, and you'll put the permanent residency number on that. That's something you will put for somebody who issues you a green card. And then at the bottom, again, you'll put their green card number, which is the USCISA number. That is for if they have their green card. That's a big one you will see a lot. People having their green card or oh, it's good to go. People having a green card who don't have social security number, that's what you would get. Okay. So that's all in section 1. And then at the bottom, they will sign and then they'll put today's date. This is section only in section 1. This is what they put in. Remember, we're going line by line because if we skip anything, we're going to mess up. Okay, before we get to section 2, I like everybody to look at the list of documentations, the acceptable documentations. So these are the documents that you're going to be looking at when people is setting up for I-9 appointment. You have list A. If they give you anything in list A, you do not need list B or C. If they give you a permanent a residency card, a passport, a foreign passport, and 4, 5, and 6 was all different passports, and you don't need B or C because a passport oversees everything else. So that's why when somebody gives you a passport or permanent residency card, that's all you need for the appointment. Now, if the person does not have a passport or permanent residency card, then you will have to have them bring you 2 documents instead of 1 document. Now they will be bringing you 2, and then they will be bringing you something from B and C. They have to bring you from 1 on B and 1 on C. So I'm gonna go a little bit brief about it. So if they don't have a passport, they're bringing you a driver's license or identification card if they don't have a driver's license, and they're going to bring you uh, a birth certificate or a social security card. So that's when B and C comes in play. When they don't have anything in list A, they have to bring B and C. Once again, we all have done this in our time when we went for a job, and they're like, "Oh, you don't have a passport? Bring your birth certificate, your social." We be like, "Why we gotta bring our originals?" This is why you have to bring the originals so we can do this appointment. Okay, no copies. It has to be the original so we can look at, because we have to put the original doc number and everything on it for this doc for this appointment. Okay, and then also for list C, we can go down the list. You know, if it's social security card, records of birth, is a birth certificate, Native American tribe document, United States citizen ID card, and some people have an employment authorization department issued by Homeland Security card. So that's another card. These are, you're going to see a lot of different IDs that people get, and you always going back to this list will let you know what we can't and can accept. So that's something, that's why I always work with this list of documents. Even though I know a lot of them off the top of my head, sometimes you'll get one or two where it looks a little off and you just have to verify. Military is considered list B. So even though if they give you a military ID, you still need one more document to go with that. Okay. So anybody who's in the military or who's a veteran, you still need one more proof of ID to make the appointment stick. And this is going to help us do section 2. So let me go over. So now we're going to go back and forth with this slide and the next slide. So this is why I said we're going to go back and forth, because with section 2, you see how it goes list A or B and C. So we always have to keep on looking at the list of accepted documents. We go back and forth. So if the person has a passport, that's it. We put the information. But if they only have a driver's license and social, so in list B, it will be the driver's license. So I'm in New York, so it'll be New York. So it'll be issuing authority. It would be issuing authority would be New York State, document number, when my license expire, boom. Now, when you get to list C, because it's a social, you'll put United States Social Security card. United States Social Security card does not expire unless you pass away. But you're alive during this appointment, so it's no expiration date. And for the document number, it would be the Social Security number. That will go in that box. Okay? So this is why I say we go back and forth with the list of acceptable documents. Does everybody understand how to fill out section 1 and 2 before we go on to the next section? Everybody's good? We can proceed to the next section? Okay, awesome. So we're going to proceed on. Now, I told you guys before that there are two types of I-9s. It's a paper form and it's an electronic form. What I have in my hand is the paper copies. When you're doing it electronically, it's going to go section by section. And also, when you go section by section electronically, it's not letting you skip a box because it won't let you hit next on the system that you're using. It'll be like you're missing a box. It has to be filled in, okay? Um, Now, I just wanted to show you that. The other set of pages, I'm gonna go over that as well. Wow, this is up for the different types of section. For the next sections, these are supplement A and B. So when we're filling out supplement A and B, these are page 3 and page 4. These are more for if you are have somebody who's translated, or if the person is a rehire or re-verification. So if you have an employer who has to keep on re-verifying you every 6 months, that is because the person is keep on renewing their permanent residency card or they're renewing their employment status. So you have a few clients who work for companies that has to renew their employment status every 6 months to a year. So on page 4 of the I-9, you will always say re-verification. So basically, I didn't put it up there. I'm sorry, but I'm just going to show you in the screen. You're going to fill out the re-verification section on page 4 because they're going to be re-verifying their status for not only for the job but for United States. And this is something that is common when the person is not a citizen yet. They have to re-verify. Now, if you quit the job and you want to come back and you still within the timeline, they're doing a rehire with you, and that's also going to go on page 4. Now, if I don't speak another language, but say if I use somebody who spoke Spanish, Russian, Creole, French, on page 3, I will put my information and their information as they'll be the translator for this appointment. Now, being that a lot of us notaries wear multiple hats, if you do speak another language, you'll be getting used a lot, not only for I-9 verifications, but we use a system to do translations. We put the documents, we can get it translated, but it's nice to have you along with the appointment, and it makes the appointment a little bit smoother if you do speak another language. So if you speak another language, make sure you tell people you speak another language, because everybody's always looking for somebody to tag along on the appointment to make some few extra bucks. And it definitely smooths out the process. Instead of us opening up the softwares, logging in, you are already there. You can say what you got to say, and it speeds it up. It speeds it up at least another 10, 15 minutes of that appointment. But that's what I wanted to say with page 3 and 4. With also with the paper I-9 verification, there are 4 pages of an I-9 verification. So you have to make sure all 4 pages is filled out, even though all 4 pages don't pertain to you. You still have to fill it out, because as an authorized representative, you have to make sure that everything is filled out line by line. If it don't pertain to you, you still you still leave it blank, but you'll put. So let me give you an example, because I know I'm just yapping. So I didn't use a translator at all. So page 3 is just going to have the client's information at the top, and then towards the middle it's just going to you're just going to leave it blank. You're going to leave everything blank, because we're not doing translations. And then I'm also going to send you guys a PDF of an I-9 verification. Okay, so you guys can see what I'm talking about as well. And then also with page 4, if the person is not a rehire or re-verification, you will leave it blank. You would just have to sign the bottom of page 4. No, you would sign. That's corrections. It's not a verification. If they don't have to do a re-verification or rehire, you'll just be signing your name as an authorized representative, and the I-9 appointment is secure. So I have it here too. I know I'm trying to mirror it in the camera. So if you see my eyes going this way, it's because I'm trying to make sure it looks good. So you see at the top, it's the client's name, and then underneath of it, you'll put your information, and then you'll just sign, and that's it. For the re-verification and the rehire at the bottom, that don't pertain to you, because they are not a rehire or re-verification. Okay, let's move on. So now we're going to go, we went over the steps of completing the I-9 verification. We talked about the accurate information that's provided on the form. We talked about how we're going to verify the citizen status and with the supporting documents we're going to have. We talked about getting the proof of eligibility for them when we submit the forms, and we talked about making sure we get this done in a timely manner. So once you, we didn't talk about that today, but once you finish filling this out, paper or electronically, you have to submit it in forthwith, because you're holding somebody up from starting the first day of work. So if you do it electronically, the company gets it very fast. If you're doing a paper I-9, you will have to upload it as a PDF, and you can email it to them, whoever the employer is. They want it PDF, and you'll email it to them. Some employees want a PDF and they want you to mail it, but don't worry because they're paying for that mailing fee. So, oh, you're very welcome. I'm glad you love the information. You're very welcome. So, here are the frequent asked questions that I get a lot. How much does this appointment cost? You see the price. Doing I-9 appointments cost anywhere from $20 to $150. That's how much it costs to do an I-9 verification. And this is the price from doing it paper form and electronic form. Now, when you're doing these appointments, they have to be done in person. If either it's just because it's electronically, you have to bring your device. You have to bring your device. Okay? If it's paper form, you have to be in front of them. Now, I always told you it's two ways. Yes, paper and electronic. But it's still, these are the prices. Okay? These are the two general questions I get a lot. A lot. But before I finish chatting, I want to open up Q&A for you guys. What questions you guys may have before I finish chatting you guys head off. Give me any questions. You can put it in the chat. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? It's okay. What do you want me to repeat, Wanda? I'm sorry for the delay. You wasn't late. You wasn't late at all. Um, it was my fault. I had some tech issues. If you want me to go over anything, let me know. I will repeat anything for you. Maybe somebody wants me to repeat anything I said, so I can go over anything. Just let me know. How do you market yourself to complete them? It's so many ways you can market yourself to do I-9s. How long do you say these typical appointments take? Okay, so Wanda, how do I market myself? It's so many ways you can do it. Since we're already a loan signing, I use that opportunity to, when I'm marketing for loan signings, if you're a loan signing agent, I use that time to be like, hey, um, when I go to these title offices, I'm like, I know I'm a loan signing, but if you're hiring and you're verifying some of your employees, I can also help with that process, and I'll speak to HR. A lot of times, just speaking to HRs for different companies, you can market to them a lot. That's one way to do it. I'm going to show you another way to market and get I-9s and get to the high ticket as well. Just give me a minute, Wanda. I'm going to show that. I have to share my screen for that. Um, how long do you say typically this take to complete with the client? It can take anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes, depending on what company is hiring you. If you have a company that's basically holding your hand, is telling you, oh, you have to do it to my speed, and they have to stay on the phone and walk you through the process, then it can take 20 to 30 minutes. But if you meet it in front of them and you have nobody holding your hand and they letting you do it to your own speed, it can still take 20 minutes because you don't want to mess up on their socials or their address. So I will always say 30 minutes is a nice sweet spot, about 30 minutes. Do you put NA on the sections that does not apply? You can. You can put NA. Um, if you do electronic, it will not let you put NA. You would just have to leave it blank. I normally just leave it blank. Honestly, I don't really put NA. I leave it blank. And when I'm doing the paper in front of customers, I'm like, I won't say OCCD, which it is. I have like an extra sheet of paper, and as they filling it out and the questions don't pertain to them, I hold it like this so they won't mess up and they won't put information in the wrong section. So that's how I do it. Does anybody has any other questions before I show you guys another hack to get some I-9 appointments? And you don't have to be a notary to become an I-9 authorized representative. I-9 verification, your title is called an authorized representative. You do not have to be a notary to be an I-9 authorized representative. Nope. Think about everybody who's in HR for all these companies. They are not notaries, they are just authorized representatives. And this is why the days that you don't have any notary appointments or the days that you're low on income, and if you are in the field of HR, this is something you can add to your source of income. This is why I like I-9s, because you're not stamping your notary stamp at all. You're not. No notary stamp is involved at all. It's all it's all you. It's all you. You're marketing yourself to get customers. Now, I'm going to share you guys a tip of how I get some of my I-9 customers. Yes, I go out, I market myself, but HR always been a tech person. So let me pull it up for you. I'm going to share my screen to so you can see it. Just give me 1 second. Okay, I'm just waiting for it to load. Does everybody see my screen? Everybody see my screen? Can I get okay, awesome. Thank you, Wanda. So I use Indeed to get some of my I-9 customers. I know you're going to be like, what? Yes. So I go on Indeed and then I click here and then I put, you can put I-9 verifications. Let it come up. You can put authorize. I don't know why it's coming up as Valley Stream. Let's do New York. Authorize. Do you guys see what I just Googled? Authorized representative. Now you're going to get a lot of different representative jobs. Sorry. You're going to get a lot of representative jobs, but you just have to look for it. You just have to look to see HR. Or I Google HR I-9 verification. I don't know why it's not coming up. What I did wrong. I'm spelling something wrong. I'm spelling this one. There we go. Verification specialist. Boom. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see how I just did that? And we're already getting jobs. Verification. Verifications. Yes, you have to read the description. You have to read the descriptions for each job. But that's how I'm getting them. And a lot of these on Indeed, some of them will pay you $200. And then if they like your services, you're gonna be their on demand person. So they can be like, listen, instead of you coming in on Mondays and Wednesdays, or instead of you coming in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, can you come Mondays and Wednesdays, and we'll give you 10 clients each day, or we'll give you 5 clients for each days. Once they see your worth and they see your quality of how you talk and how you handle and how well you can do it, they'll start calling you back. Hey, they're like, hey, Wanda, you did an amazing job. Nothing came back with any errors. Everything went in smooth. The people like your energy. Um, they like your professionalism. Can we hire you to be our ongoing person for I-9 verifications? And then you go, okay. And they're like, what is your set price? And then it goes from there. You're welcome. You're welcome. Anybody else have any questions? Anybody else have any questions? How would it work doing it part time? It does work, or mobile. Um, because you set it works because you set the time. You are allowed to tell them the date and time you're available. So if HR hires you and they go, okay, um, give us any time for Mondays, you can pick any time. So if you're gonna do it part time, you can say, okay, I can come. I don't know if you have kids. You can be like, all right, if I drop the kids off by 8, I can get to them by 10. I'm gonna say 11, so it gives me enough time for traffic. You can be like, okay, I can come on Mondays at 11. I can say from 11 to 12 or 11 to 1. You make it work for you, but you have to make it sound like I have a full time W-2. Okay. So if they want you, I have I know some people want me to come to their house. So I'll do the evening ones. Um if they want you to meet your if they want you to meet their customers in the evening, you can meet them at 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Remember, you coordinate the date, the time, the location. You coordinate the date, the time, and the location. They'll give you a broad location. So if they tell you to meet them I'm in New York. If they say to meet them in Queens or Brooklyn, you can pick the location in Queens or Brooklyn. If you're in Florida and they say, okay, meet us in Orlando, you can pick where in Orlando. Yes, you can't just say yes to everything that they give you. You have to give them a broad answer. Oh, you in the boogie down. So when you in the boogie down, you can be like, listen, I can meet you in South Bronx, North Bronx. You gotta let them know. Let them know where you want to meet them at. Um, for you, Wanda, I would definitely, because you in the boogie down, I would definitely speak to HR in the nursing homes. You can double dip, Wanda. If you are a notary, you can double dip. Double dip with the nursery homes. You can do estate planning, loan signing, power of attorneys, I-9s. Oh, you cover the city too. Clock it. You could triple double dip. You could triple all around, girl. Triple all around. So I gave you some hacks that I normally give my mentees when they're marketing out to people. We not one stop shop. We like to be booked and busy. We like to be booked and busy, okay? Um, Any other questions, comments, concerns? Any other Q&As you guys want to ask me? Just let me know. Um, I'm also going to put my information. I know a lot of you guys follow me on socials. I'm on everything. Of course, we're on YouTube. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. Let me go back to sharing that so you guys can see it. So you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, and YouTube. Um, so I put that there and I put my name so you guys can see it. Um, so that's for you guys. Also, I know as you guys still thinking of any questions, comments, concerns, I want to also let you guys know that I am having a promotion. Anybody who's in this live, you have 24 hours. All of my courses, I'm going to give them for $27. They're originally 37. And my mentorship, I'm going to give you guys some bonuses with my mentorship. Anybody who signs up with my mentorship, I do in person and I do virtual. If you sign up with either or, I would give you a personalized action plan tailored just for you. And we will do a detailed follow up on all the steps that you need to do. And these are both 1 hour sessions. So if you do the courses, they're going to be $27 for 24 hours. And if you do the mentorship within the 24 hours, you would get both of them are 1 hour. You can do either in person or in person or virtual, and you would get a personalized action plan tailored to you. It's not going to be for everybody. It's only for what your needs, your goals. And I'll also do a detailed follow-up note so you could always refer back to it. Um, that's something that I want to give out. But this is your time to ask questions. Ask questions. Let me know what you think. Let me know what's on your mind. I know I spoke about I-9 verifications. If you have anything else related to notary, related to, I know you guys see me on social media. I know you guys see me on everything. Especially shout out to all my New Yorkers out here. Whoop, whoop. Y'all already know Empire State. Shout out to us. I love my Florida people too, but shout out to us New Yorkers. What is the cost of the mentorship? I'm actually going to pull that up for you guys because I'm actually in the process of, I was just changing the courses prices. Where is it? Let me pull it up for you guys. Do. Bear with me. I'm logging in because I have mommy brain and I don't want to tell you the wrong price. And if I tell you the wrong price, that's the price I have to offer you. So instead of me opening my big mouth, I'm going to sign in to make sure I'm telling you the right price. And mommy brain is real. I'm going to tell y'all, mommy brain is definitely real. Okay. Shout out to all the mothers out there because mommy brain is real. We definitely wear a lot of hats. So that's another thing. You can't tell me that oh, that's another excuse. No excuses, mother. You can't tell me, oh, I'm a mom and I don't have time. We have time. We definitely have time. Don't tell me you don't have time. We have time. Okay, so for the mentorship, I'm actually pulling it up right now. For the in person, mommy brain is real. Yes. For the in person, it's $97 and for the virtual 77. So I'm actually going to pull up that for you guys. Let me pull out, let me share my screen. Where is it? Where are you guys at? Let me, can you share the link to the courses? Yes, I sure can. I'm going to share the prices. So right now, I just pulled up these are the mentorship prices. So I just pulled that up first. Like I said, the one-on-one in person with me is $97. If you don't want to meet me in person, we can meet virtual. That is $77. And then if you want to do monthly with me, it's $197. I already discounted that today for you guys on the live. Is normally 300. I discounted that as well. I forgot to put that in the slide. I do apologize. The monthly right now is $100 off. I took $100 off, but you get 4 sessions with me, either 4 in person or 4 virtual, or 1 in person, 3 virtual. That's if you are in New York or New Jersey. That's what it comes with. So you did get the monthly discounted $100 off. If you wanted to know about that, I'm also going to drop the link in to the courses, and I'm also going to show you so you can have everything. Now, if money is slim and you can afford mentorship, like I said, the courses is $27. Um, it's a PowerPoint. You can read through the PowerPoint, but you can ask me questions. If you don't understand something, I'm here to help you. I don't want you to feel like, yeah, I'm paying for these courses and I'm not getting the help that I need, the results that I need. I don't want you to feel like that. So please let me know if that's the case, where you are paying for courses and you're still not getting the proper help, because that's not what we doing. We gotta get to the bag. We gotta make this chicken, like we say in New York. We gotta make the bag and get to the chicken, okay? Because our family gotta eat. We gotta eat. Groceries not cheap no more. Laundry is expensive. So I sent the link in the chat to everything for the mentorship and for the courses. Um, if you have, like I said, a lot of you guys already follow me on social media. Um, just let me know if you have any questions about any of my courses. My courses, oh, let me stroll up so you can see my other courses. If you want me to, give you like a preview of what that course is, maybe it's something else that you need help with, that you feel like can help with your income. So I'm actually going to stroll up so you can see my other courses. Okay, so no, So the other courses that I offer is I do jurat 101. So that's anybody who that's a notary who don't understand how to do a jurat and you need help 101 with that. That's that course. General notary work, that's another course I give. The I-9 what we just did. Um, I'm still changing the prices. All of these is going to be changed in 1 second. And then you have the acknowledgement 101. If you are doing a lot of general notary work and you still don't understand the verbiage of certain acknowledgments, that's another course. And then field inspections is another course that I offer. Um, Also, with field inspections, you do not have to be a notary as well to get to the back. You do not have to be a notary to do field inspections as well. That is something that you don't have to be a notary for. So I just wanted to tell you that. Okay, all the prices has updated so everybody sees that everything is $27 for you guys for 24 hours. Um, if you're not a notary, I have a free ebook for you to get ready to be a notary. And if you are a notary and you want to challenge yourself, I do have a free 30-day challenge ebook that you can start right away. Um, if you do want to buy me Starbucks or Dunkin', that's my little buy me a beverage. Um, but all the courses are already discounted for you guys. And then for the mentorship, I already told you what comes with each mentorship. And for the monthly, I already gave you guys $100 off. It was originally 300. I bumped it down to 197 for everyone. Okay. This is a 24-hour sale for everybody in this class. Now, because I was not on time and I had some technical issues. If you want to sign up for mentorship and you don't have the money, no time, you can send me an email or a DM and we can do a payment plan so you can still get your hustle going. You can still get the process of everything going because I don't want you to feel like you're left behind. Please don't kill me. I was literally being a mom while you were still trying to pay attention. I-9 verifications can be performed online correctly? No, not no more. After COVID, we are not allowed to do it virtually. You have to always be in the presence of that customer. Even though you're doing electronic I-9, you have to be in person. You have to be next to that person with your laptop open doing electronic I-9. No more doing it through a webcam. Once COVID was over, that stopped. That wave was fire. It was really fire. We definitely enjoyed that wave. We didn't have to come outside for no I-9s. People was happy. I was busting them out. I was busting them out because people were so happy that we didn't have to meet during COVID. But once COVID died down, they had us go right back outside. And don't apologize being a mom. God bless you with that duty, girl. Um, yes, so I was talking about the mentorship. I discounted the monthly. If you do want to sign up with the mentorship and you don't have the funds for it today or within the 24 hours, reach out to me and I will work with you because you came to the live. That's how we work. We work with one another. Also, those are some of the services I offer. Also, I know that a lot of my materials that I buy, I use. I have an Amazon storefront. You can go to the Amazon storefront and you can go to my notary section and you can see all the stuff that I use, my stamps, my notary journal. This is my favorite mini stamp I use is $20. I actually have it somewhere in one of my notary bags. Oh, I found it. You see, I have it right here. I'm just waiting for the camera. You see, I have it right here. I'm not just telling you to buy something that I don't use. And this is a mini one to use when you're I normally leave this one in the car, but since I was cleaning up my car, I took it out my car. I leave stamps everywhere I go. So everything I have here, don't think I just say buy it. I use it. A portable charger, you need it. I have a portable charger. I take it everywhere we go. Um, I love this when I'm in the car. I know you see a lot of my videos. This is in my car. I love my little tray. So these are things that I use also. I remember doing mine for appointment online. Yes, we used to do it online during COVID, but after COVID, it stopped. Um, we have to go out, even though it's online, it's electronic one. But you're sitting next to me, and we're looking at the computer together. We're looking at the computer together. Um, I don't know how long ago that was, but once 2020 came, all the companies that was hiring me, they was like, you got to go back outside. A lot of companies did shut down. Um, I was trying to give you guys a list of companies to use for I-9 verifications, but the majority of the list, they all shut down, they remodeled, they moved. So I normally just use Indeed now as my go-to. I use Indeed, I use nursing homes, and I also use Google. I call HR departments and ask them, are you short staffed? Is there anything I can do to lighten up your load? Like I do a whole spill, like a whole script to pull them in. But it's similar to sign-in services. Like all the companies that I was using before for I-9, they was all sign-in services, but they were just for I-9. All of them shut down that I had. I had like a good 5 or 6 go-tos after COVID. They didn't make it. They didn't make it at all. So I just gave you my go-tos of who I use. Um, any other questions? Mine was after COVID. Hmm. Well, you know what we're gonna do? You know what your homework is? Your homework is to find out what company was that I-9 verification using, and you need to call them and tell them that you know how to do I-9s. Since it was after COVID, your homework is to call them people up or Google them people and to find out what they need. And me and you need to talk and you need to start pitching to them so you can be their go-to for I-9s. Because I-9 verification, you don't really need a course. You don't really need a course. Everything I teach you, and I can teach you more, is no course. I can give you a certificate if you need one to show proof that you took a course, but you don't really need a course. But you need, that's your homework. That is your homework. Um, Quinn, that is your homework. Find out what company that they use, and you need to start calling them, and you need to start sending them emails. You need to set up a meeting, something, because you can use that company. And start thinking about any other companies that you went to for job interviews and they had somebody do an I-9 verification. Start asking questions. Ask questions. Anybody got anything else? But it's true. It's true. You have to think outside the box. If you want to beat your competitive, you have to think outside the box. Don't think small. Let's think big. If they use you, you can use them too. Oh yeah, you guys came to my house to do I-9, or you guys spoke to me virtual. I want to work for you guys. Make it work for you. Make it work for you. Yes, clock that T, clock that T. And also, I also have a if you don't have Amazon, I am also a Walmart girly too. you don't have Amazon, I know I'm going a little fast. My internet may be a little bit slow. I am a Walmart girly as well. And I do have a Walmart storefront as well. And you can get everything from my notary stuff on Walmart because you know Walmart is a little bit cheaper for us. You can get pens, you can get notebooks, you can get planners, you can get look 80 96 cents. You know the stickies we use. Like, come on. You don't have to look, a clipboard, $1.96. You don't have to kill yourself spending big money on supplies. A whiteboard, you can get a cute little whiteboard, $2.46. Highlighters, a little portfolio folder to keep all your papers together, rubber bands, a little mark thing. You can get little stuff, paper, $5, $7. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You can keep everything low cost. So if you a Walmart girly too, go to Walmart. I'm a Walmart girly. Or you can get it just shipped to your house. So everything is in that link for the stand store. But if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. Please let me know. I know this is you guys Saturday night, and I do appreciate you guys. I honestly do for sticking around this long. Like I said, I do apologize for my technical difficulties, and I do appreciate everybody being here. Um, and oh, thank you. You're welcome. Like I said, if you follow me on socials, shoot me a quick DM. But if you do want to pick my brain, if you do want to sit down or you want to do a virtual, that 1 hour, don't tell me your goal is to make, say if you say I want to make an extra $2,000 or extra $5,000. Just know that Tanisha is going to be on you to make that because there should be no reason why you sit down with somebody who's giving you a customized plan and you're not following it. And I told you, you do not have to be a notary to do I-9s, and you don't have to be a notary to do field inspections. So you cannot tell me you still got one income. No, we're in 2026. We are not one income people no more. Not no more. Mm-mm. We need at least two or three. You're welcome. You're welcome. So I'm going to give you guys 5 more minutes. I know we all have a busy Saturday night, but I do want to appreciate you guys for coming on and having patience. I am grateful and blessed and honored to have you guys stay for a whole hour and 23 minutes. Um, and also, as you guys know, the name of my business is called Overflow Notary Services. So, if you are a Christian, if you do believe in God, you know the name of my company means overflow. And every time you meet with me, you will always get an overflow of abundance because that is what I do and that's how I show up. I always show as an overflow. And that's just who I am. So if you feel like my prices is a little low, is a little cheap, it's because this is what I am and this is how I am. I'm not going to ask you for $1,000 because that's not what my assignment is. God didn't give me an assignment to charge you $1,000. That's why I'm doing a free live. So if anybody has no question, comments, concerns, I am going to end out this live with a prayer because once again, this is a Christian business and this is what I do. And I just want to give a quick prayer so you guys can enjoy the rest of your Saturday. So if you can, please close your eyes and listen to this beautiful prayer that God placed in my heart. Father God, I just want to thank everyone who took the time out to listen to me speak for this hour and 24 or going on 25 minutes. I do appreciate everybody's patience and I'm grateful for everybody showing up. If you gave them this vision, to have extra incomes in their life. They was on the right life today. And I do want to say I'm blessed and honored for you putting them in position for the great life. I also want you to let them know that you have not forgot about them. You hear their prayers, you hear their cries, you know their hearts and desires. And you also have to let them know that they have to do the work as well as you. You will lead the way, but they have to guide you. And by them guiding you, they have to do those steps. They have to do those crawls. And we just want to say thank you, God, for allowing everything. We know that the devil didn't want us to do this live, and that's why we had some technical difficulties, but the live still happened. Even though we didn't have the crowd that we wanted, the live still had to happen. And we just want to say thank you for everybody showing up. And I just want to give everybody blessings and have a wonderful health, have a wonderful evening. And you know their hearts and desires. Please say a special prayer for the sick. And please give a special prayer for everybody who came to this live. You know their hearts and desires. You know what their family need. And just cover them through all their adventures. And amen to everyone showing up. Thank you guys. And you guys have a wonderful day. Amen. And I just want to say thank you and God bless you. Bye for now.